Mark here for Mark's Max Muscle. And today we're going to be discussing this guy, Tom Platz. Standing 5'8", weighing 235 pounds, he was an American bodybuilder. Now, Tom Platz is without a doubt one of my favorite bodybuilders. I know I've said it time and time again, but he is definitely one of the top tier bodybuilders of all time. With legs like that, he was definitely way ahead of his time. At one glance, it just appears that it's a picture from today, or even the late 1990s. But it's actually from the early 80s, and they belong to Tom Platz. He had horse legs, unbelievable leg development. But enough about him. Let's talk about his competitive history in bodybuilding. Of course, in 1980, he had a big win. He won the IFBB Mr. Universe competition. And we'll backtrack a little, and in 1979, he placed 8th at the Mr. Olympia competition. So, for now, we're just going to focus on his Olympia history. In 1980, he placed 8th once again in his second Mr. Olympia competition. Now, in 81, he came in diced. He was at the top of his game, and it was the highest he had ever placed at the Olympia. He placed 3rd, taking the bronze medal. Now, if you talk to most historians, a lot of them will tell you that Tom Platz is the uncrowned 1981 Mr. Olympia. But, of course, Chris Dickerson placing 2nd would be definitely a name you could throw in that. And, of course, the winner, Franco Columbu, which is definitely, well, we're not going to get into that. I definitely am going to make a video on controversial Olympia wins, so we're not going to get into that right now. But safe to say, a lot of people definitely think that he should have won the 1981 Mr. Olympia. I'm not going to say including me. I will let you know all my opinions on that video that I will make. On with the show. In 1982, he placed 6th, jumping way down to 6th place. And in 1984, he placed 9th. Very disappointing. He was on his way down, of course. Now, it's always sad to see one of my favorite bodybuilders go down. Same thing happened to Robbie Robinson. Of course, he did bounce back there for a little bit. So it's a great break for his fans. But it just didn't quite evolve that way for Platz. As in 85, he did jump up to 7th, but still slipping from his 82 position of 6th. 1986 would be his last Mr. Olympia appearance. He placed a disappointing 11th. Yeah, I guess that was it for Tom Platz and his competitive career. But, of course, in 1995, he made a little bit of a comeback. And he was honored with the honorary Mr. America of the AAU. So, he was definitely recognized in the 90s. And here today, he's one of the biggest stars on YouTube. So, a lot of people get to see what a lot of people didn't get to see back in the 80s, or even the 90s. So Tom Platz is definitely revolutionary. And looking at his pictures, it's just unbelievable. I mean, here, I'll bring a picture up here. It features his, what's known as feathering, which is one of the most desired looks in bodybuilding for thigh sweep. Unbelievable feathering. It's deep ridges. Kai Green has it. I can't really up the top of my mind. Of course, Jay Cutler had some of the best feathering, but of course Tom Platz, just the quad father, we'll call him. Those are some legs. Anyway, Tom Platz will definitely go down in history as having the best leg development of all time. Not because they match up with today's, but in the lineup of the competitors when he was competitive, just blows them away. So he will, in my mind, he has the best leg development in bodybuilding history. He is Tom Platz. He is the Golden Eagle. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. That's it for now. This is Mark for Mark's Max Muscle.